wants to do. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. We've seen one Jet player be taken already. Could a second be right behind? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that.
And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available.
Hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'm a left.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle on the road to success. I can get a throttle. That Michael lands a low, hundreds in the air.
What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon?
Looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound.
These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place.
Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single.
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
In the top 5, other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shootin'. Splash Brothers with the add in soap. Good fellas to my Aureliotis. Shades of blue, I hit you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You
Man says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it. 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And it's brought in by Eric Decker. It's a gain of 24 that time, and that'll be good for a KC first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, McNair. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
McNair to throw. And he's got Gresham. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he puts it through. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Rivers now on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ready to go now in the second. Quarter, Brandon Gordon, Charles Taylor. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. Now McNair. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's McNair. And the hit jarred it loose.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's McNair. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. McNair serving pressure up the middle, and down he goes. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And Scobie's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think
that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Champ Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, McNair. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian Michael taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Now Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. On the return, this is Micah Hyde. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Kristen Michael was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go!
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Brad Nortman now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And able to find Graham. Complete. The offense lining up first and 10.
Here we go!
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go!
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And some room to work. Oh, he pulls over him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Setting up to throw, Flacco. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Back now at Soldier Field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. To throw, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll hand it off now. Hill. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Yet again, here's a Wildcat look. They run it again with Hill. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leap downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level.
And a loose football. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. And some space here. And Michael fumbles it. Fumbled the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Come on, let's go.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian Michael, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Looking to throw. And he loses the football a second time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to...
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call